This is The Warning. It is April the 9th, 2025, and today is the 165th anniversary of a momentous day in American history, the surrender of Robert E. Lee to the Union forces of Ulysses S. Grant at Appomattox Courthouse on April the 9th, 1865. Today, we are under attack from a vicious, officious, screening, arrogant, delusional administration. The attack could be stopped, but only by the U.S. Senate. And so the attack will not stop. The feckless Democrats will not stop it, and the vicious MAGA Republicans enabled it, though now they are worried about it. Let's watch.
President Trump has the opportunity for the most extraordinary economic win for the American people right now by making a deal, by saying, let's cut a deal. But on the other hand, and I do want to give a word of warning, there are voices in the administration that rather than take a deal are saying we want to have tariffs as a long-term permanent feature of the economy. I think that'd be a mistake.
Let's be clear about something. These people have the authority and they have the responsibility to make this stop. There is no plan. There is no strategy. It has not been thought through. The math that this is based on is utterly nonsensical. Trump imposed tariffs on penguins, on uninhabited islands, and the Chinese government has retaliated. And the Chinese, because Donald Trump likes to talk about who has the cards, they have the cards.
China will now pay a big number to our Treasury. This is all taxes. And don't let them keep telling you that this is a tax on our people. I hate that. You know, they say it's a tax. No, often much of it is paid. And hey, look what happened during my first term.
And that's what makes this so stupid. So thermonuclear stupid. There are no words. So before we get to the 100th day of the Trump presidency, there are Americans who have been snatched off the street, stuffed into white vans, been sent to El Salvador with no due process. The largest law firms in the country have slapped the rule of law in the face. They have abandoned their commitment to the American justice system, to its ideals. They looked left, they looked right, and they got on their knees. And the same in the overwhelming number of instances in the American media. A capitulant business community, a capitulant Congress have conspired to put accountability in all of our hands. Today, I'm in Tulsa. Tomorrow, I'll speak here with Beto O'Rourke to a few thousand people. What I'll say in Tulsa tomorrow is that Mark Wayne Mullen, the scumbag senator from this state, must be defeated. All of the geniuses in Washington will say, but he's not on the right list. Oklahoma is a state that can't be won. Or Texas is a state that can't be won. Or Louisiana or Mississippi, that a senator like John Kennedy is safe forever. He's like the Duke of Gloucester. It's a lifetime title. No. Louisiana and Mississippi and Oklahoma, like Montana, like South Dakota, these are all states in America filled with Americans who are suffering, and the Democratic Party is not a national party. But there needs to be a national opposition movement. The Democratic Party is so feeble, its leading spokesperson is the 82-year-old Vermont senator who'll be on a CNN town hall tonight. The country and its people will have to impose accountability. And what that means is looking at these vandals and realizing we're not their hostages. People have dreams, businesses, aspirations, pursuing happiness. And on the whim of Donald Trump, their livelihoods, their dreams are snuffed out. So this sick man can claim that people are kissing his ass while speaking to a room full of Washington lobbyists, paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to be in a room with the Republican Congress, who will do anything discard any principle to be in the room with Donald Trump. They're not on your side. Ready, aim, fire. I love this picture of Kristi Noem pointing the barrel of the rifle at the head of the agent next to her. Every one of these people, clownish Pete Hegseth, Kash Patel, the deputy FBI director, Dan Bongino, the Fox News personality, who has a security detail of 10, 20 FBI agents 24/7, when the deputy director, at the most, typically had a guy, but not for FBI Dan. Trump's military parade that will cost $100 million on the 250th anniversary of the United States Army. It's now going to be about Donald Trump. Everything is falling apart. And that was always the plan. The simple reality is some of us have been right about who Trump was all along. And I am one of those people. From day one, I saw the danger. And trust me, the danger is here for you, for your family, for your business. And no, things will not snap back. There is something we must reckon with. Some people want to build things. And as was said in the movie, others want to make them burn. Donald Trump isn't a builder. He's a con man. He's a liar. He's a reality show host who played a builder, but he's an arsonist. And what he's burning isn't just opportunity, isn't just dreams. It is the stature, it is the power, it is the preeminence of the United States. And what he is guaranteeing is that the 21st century will be a Chinese century, and America will decline inexorably.
I had somebody say the most successful first month in the history. Now they said the most successful 100 days in the history of our country, and I believe that's right.
100 days of Donald Trump has done more damage to the United States of America by presidential decision than the presidencies of every other man who has ever held the job put together. And he's just getting started. He chose this. And so all the MAGA voters who bought into the lie, all of the MAGA voters who looked at the incoherence and said, I think I know what he means, they're going to suffer a great deal. And they were lied to. Democratic voters were lied to. They were lied to by the leadership of the Democratic Party about the fitness of Joe Biden, who was unable to run a campaign against this insanity. And so the people were lied to. And between the lies, they picked this. And this is a disaster. And when it gets to the end, it may well count as the greatest in the country's history. This is the warning. I'm Steve Schmidt. This is the warning. I invite you to join this community where I promise to be honest, blunt, and direct about what is happening in this country. America is in crisis. Follow and subscribe to this channel and on Substack. Thank you.